What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the live stream. The sounds you were just hearing were from a new plugin I just picked up called Pripyat piano. I don't know if that's how you say it. It's a piano plugin made in the Ukraine by a Ukrainian creator, and actually has a really cool story around it. A sampled piano instrument basically captured from a town within the exclusion zone where Chernobyl was. It's a really cool story. We're going to get into that today. I'm going to show off the plugin and then one other plugin that is sort of like a retro synth kind of plugin, which should be fun to check out. I see some people in the chat talking about how they already picked it up. And the reason we're checking out those plugins today is not just because they are very unique and sound very, very cool, but because 100% of the income from those plugins is going to support the Ukrainian Army. So today we are in support of Ukraine, of course. I'm sure I don't have to break down the issues that are going on in the world for everybody. I'm sure everybody's well aware of what's happening in the world. Russia has invaded Ukraine unjustly, unfairly. People are dying. It's a terrible situation. That is to also say, I know we have people actually watching from the Ukraine. Thank you all. I hope you're all staying safe. That is also to say, I know I have a lot of Russian viewers, and just like me as an American, when my country goes to, whether it's invade a Middle Eastern country, just do terrible things. It's not at my will, even though we do live in a liberal democracy over here. It's not my choice for my country to go and do that. I would rather they not. So if you are a Russian person in this chat, in this community, I just want you to know that you're still welcome, and we don't hold you responsible for the actions of your government and your leader, president. So thank you. We're sending love out to everybody in the Ukraine. And if you can support today, the link is it's pinned to the top of the chat. It's also in the description if you want to pick yourself up some cool synths. Just to quickly show you what the website looks like, by Strix Instruments, strixinstruments.com, by the way. Made in Ukraine, 100% of income goes to Ukrainian Army. This is one of the synths we'll check out today. The piano I was just playing was this one right here, and I'm really excited to talk about that because it's really a cool project. So sure, check that out. Hello everybody who is here in chat. Thank you for being here. We're gonna get into making some music, but as usual, we like to kind of just chat at the top, talk about some things that are going on, keep you all updated, etc. And then we get into some music making. So if you're watching this later as a video, thank you so much. Please let me know that you are watching later in a comment down below. I always like to see that. And please let people know the timestamp at which the stream actually starts at. That would be helpful too. And if you're watching live, hello, please hit the like button while you're watching live. And I see some people in chat I should say hello to, like Yod Pranks from Jamaica. Thank you. Victoria says thank you for the support. Of course, whatever we can do as a community together, right? Bishop91, what's good? My dad is in the chat. Taylor Deemer's in the chat. Sergio, hello, says greetings from Ukraine. Sergio, I hope you are safe and well. 77 Social, what's good? Kyle Gray Young, hello. Miss Nadia, thank you for being here. Hey, the Ozone Chamber, thank you so much for becoming a member. We're already adding memberships, so let me talk about that in a minute. Palindrome, Zayden, I think I said Kyle Gray Young already. Iode. Raj, hello, what's up? As usual, if people have questions and stuff, you'll be able to leave them in the chat. Hello, Mick Benjamins, thank you for stopping by. Chunky, hello. Leandro, thank you for being here. Sorry if I miss anybody's name, but as we go through today, if y'all have questions, if y'all want to say hi, I'll be sure to give you a little shout. 730 Productions, thank you. And Zero Oh No Official, thank you for those kind words, I appreciate it. And Katie Cat, hello. Zeno says, I haven't worked on music in a while, I think, and jumping back into it has been a bit overwhelming at times. Your videos definitely help me brush up on things and get the spark going. Thank you, appreciate that. So as you see in chat, folks, some people have a cool badge next to their name. Those are channel members, and the stream really is brought to you by those channel members, like the Ozone Chamber, who is celebrating 4 months of VIP membership. Thank you so much for that, Ozone Chamber. Becoming a member gives you access to our Discord community. You also get a free sample pack, which a new sample pack is literally coming next week. So I'm going to talk about why you should become a member today and before that, so you can get 2 free sample packs. And also get ready for our track reviews, because we do track review streams where I play your music, give feedback on stream, and you can get your music heard. And that is open to members. So really quick, let's just give a quick shout out to the new members from the previous week, from the past 7 days. Let's say hello to these folks and thank them. Starting from the bottom, I believe this was during last week's stream. Sachin Sin, thank you for joining the community. Ale, thank you for being a VIP member for 2 months. So, Fujibayashi, thank you for being a VIP member for 8 months. Franco, 3 months in the community. Derek, 3 months in the community. Thank you. Alja, 10 months at VIP tier. Thank you, Alja. That's not my music, so let's pause that. Erickson, thank you for being here. Just joining as a VIP, as well as Craig. Amazing. Kara F literally just became a member today, I guess. VIP. Thank you, Kara. Vincent, welcome to the community. Jazz, VIP for 4 months. We love to see it. Guillermo, thank you for being a VIP for 10 months. You can hit that join button and become members, my friends, if you would like to. And also, if you're already a member, you get a free member milestone chat, which is like a free super chat every month. So feel free to use that as the Ozone Chamber just did. So thank you. I put into practice some of the methods that you have done in other videos, and I was able to make a decent beat. Nice. Yes, this was what it's all about. I just got to repeat it and do it over and over again. Hello, Diana. Thank you for being here. I'm well. I hope you are well also. I have trouble seeing this part of my chat. Let me fix that. But yeah, we're about to make some music with these really cool plugins. I'm excited to talk about these plugins today, not just because it's in support of the Ukraine, but because they're really like cool plugins with cool story behind them, I guess you could say. Oh, I'm zoomed in, that's why. Hello, Eric from Chile. Thank you for being here. In a creative slump, so watching the streams to get back into music production. Nice. We all need a little inspiration. We all also need a little time off sometimes too, so that's okay. Pardon the sirens, they're on my end. Last thing before we get into making music, you'll see a link floating around in chat from Nightbot. Tomorrow, I will be releasing a new track, and it will be releasing exclusively on Bandcamp for 1 week, and then next week it will be out on all the other major streaming platforms. Reason for that is Bandcamp is doing their Bandcamp Fridays, which waives their fee. So if you want to support my music tomorrow on Bandcamp, 100% of the proceeds will actually goes to the artist, or support any artist that's releasing on Bandcamp tomorrow if you can. There will also be a bonus track there. It's the same track. However, I've created a tape version. I just bought a new tape recorder, and I recorded the track to tape. So look out for that. That's dropping on Bandcamp tomorrow. If you want, you can follow me on Bandcamp right now, and you'll get a notification when that track goes live tomorrow. I'll also have a new video out, of like a performance beat video, one of the OG style that I've been known for doing. My mom is in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Allison says, I literally just bought a KMK Mini 3 this morning, watching many of your videos. Thanks for that. Hope I get really into it. Awesome. Yes. So new music tomorrow, new video tomorrow. Follow on Bandcamp. Subscribe. Notifications turned on. Video on Sunday as usual. But hey, that's enough chit chat. Why don't we get into making some music today? And like I started off with, we are actually starting with this very cool piano plugin. Now, these are both the plugins we're going to check out today from Strix are Contact instruments. Not a huge fan of Contact as an interface. I just don't find it very user-friendly. I imagine it's probably pretty cool for instrument creators, but I'm not going to harp on that too much. I promise not to harp on it too much. Hello, Vo. Shout out to Vo in the chat. Chat, if you're a member and if you can spam the heart emote for my grandmother, that would be great. Just spam that heart emote. Oh gosh, that's the wrong button. I don't know how to access my instrument. TAETRO heart emote in the chat. Please, please, please. I'm begging you. Not that heart emote, Katie Cat. That heart emote. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Some people get it. Hello, Rashane. Thanks for being here. All right, back to work. So, Pripyat piano. What's amazing about this plugin, here's how it sounds, first of all. And it's meant to be like this dirty, not dirty, but like kind of old, almost degraded, aged sound. You hear that darkness there. And that is because the Strix team did this amazing thing where they went into this town of Pripyat. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it's near Chernobyl. Basically like one of the towns where people, if you worked in Chernobyl, you lived in this town. And obviously it's been destroyed by the nuclear disaster. It's been uninhabited. And what they did was they went and recorded a bunch of pianos there. What they also did is recorded a bunch of convolution reverb impulses. And if you don't know what that means, essentially it's like, imagine there's a famous church and the way that the sounds go through that church sound, very unique. It's got this very beautiful natural reverb. You can go and capture that reverb, that essence of that space via convolution impulses. And they did that going through this town. And if you go to the website, it talks about how they shaved years off their lives because of their what they had to keep getting close to radiation. Why can't I talk, chat? Something to do with isotopes, radiation, science, So all these different spaces are available to us. For instance, there's like school hallway, like you can see, and there's photos associated with it. And then each one has its own little story, which I think is very cool. One of the 5 schools in the town next door to the indoor swimming pool houses the most photographed collection of gas masks. And then it has the level of gamma radiation. Crazy. And obviously I'm a sucker for piano plugins. Exposure. Thank you, 77 Social. The first image was probably of Pripyat Hospital where the Chernobyl patients were first brought to. Yeah, there's a bunch of these here. So there's the palace, there's the actual reactor. And each of these I have convolution turned off. Oh no, I have it turned on. Each of these will put us in a different space with our piano. And there were several different pianos, like 25 different pianos or something like that they found and recorded, and all of them contributed to the actual sound that we're now hearing. Like I said, very beautiful piano, but can also get very dark. You can hear some of the dissonance in there, even though I'm playing like a major triad. That is part of the character. This is not meant to be your clean, grand piano sound. This is something with true character for sure. And that really comes through with some of the details. So let me just pick another like water cooling tower. I think would be cool. I would love to make a drone from that. So we can first of all age the piano. So it goes as young as 1986. And then as we dial it up, we can go through the years, older and older and older. Finally, we're at 2019, and now you hear the real ghostliness as it's aged since 1986. So let's like split the difference or something and go somewhere. Actually, let's go to 1992. I feel like that's probably best year of all time, if I had to guess. And then we have certain controls over here, like release volume. You all hear that as I lifted? I lift now, no sound. I lift now. You get that very interesting release sound. Hey, Bishop, thanks for joining VIP. Bishop just reminded me actually that the reason you want to join VIP membership now is because right now if you become a VIP member, you can get access to my ritual sample pack. All VIP members get that for free. Next week, I'll be releasing my new sample pack, Sleepless, and VIP members will be able to get that for free, but Ritual will go away. So if you become VIP right now, you'll download Ritual, and then next week, you'll be able to download Sleepless. If you become VIP member next week, you will not be able to get Ritual, you will only be able to get Sleepless. So just something to think about. Of course, the packs are on sale on TAETRO.com anyway. Back to the plugin. Hello, Easel Cat. So we have these different controls, right? Now we have keys. Add more of an intimate sound, so we'll hear more of the actual key sound, which I really love that. It sounds like you're actually in the room with the keyboard, with the piano. And I'm gonna probably pull back on some of the convolution reverb for now, so that we can actually hear some of these little details. So I'm just putting that up all the way so you can hear it. I do love having some of that dialed in for sure. Next is pedal, which we're not using a pedal, so we're not going to hear that. Oh. Yeah, I don't think we'll hear that because we don't have pedal up and down right now. Damper. Listen to that. That's super spooky. You can hear, obviously, very different sound here when the damper is engaged. It's only $5 and I'll get both sample packs by joining now. Exactly, Bishop. Exactly. And then finally we have sympathetic resonance, meaning that I believe other strings, the way pianos work is, and intervals work is, you know, you might play a C and there's natural resonance in that might make a G string, because G is the perfect fifth above C, that might make that resonate. So actually you can do this on any piano. If you just lightly touch the G on a normal piano so that it doesn't even make sound, and then you hard press quickly a C below that, and you let it go, you'll actually hear the G string resonating. So I believe that is what this is doing. I can't demonstrate it here because this is not a physical piano, but it does give us that. Then we also have distance. We're getting close to the piano, medium, and then far. Very useful kind of sound design elements here. Hello, Joss Ray. Thank you for being here. Yes, Miss Nadia, you should check out the... There's lots of good piano resources, but I do also have music theory, which can help you understand the piano better. We can open the lid to the piano. Close. Obviously, we're going to hear less of that brightness from not hearing the direct strings with it closed. But here, we're going to hear much more. Then there's also a trim, which I don't think we... Start offset. So if you can imagine the sample, we're kind of just like cropping in on the sample there. And then we have the convolution reverb, of course. And we can work through all of these different convolutions. We love a good swimming pool reverb sound. I gotta be careful with my velocity or else it'll sound super dark. All right, so that's your basic rundown. I highly encourage you check out this plugin. I forget how much it costs. I think it costs like $29 or something, but I don't want to confuse it with the other one. But please pick up one of these plugins today and support the Ukrainian Army if you can. They need all the help that you can get. I also put another link in the description if you want to just directly donate to help Ukrainian families. There's a care.org link in the description as well. I also want to shout out, if you all know Bo Beats, I saw on his Instagram story today, he was posting about a bunch of Ukrainian artists and plugin makers, people doing donations as well. So check that out. Hello, Baisha. Thank you for being here. All right. contact is open, let's go ahead and bring down our tempo. We're going to start making a lo-fi beat, and then we'll talk about the other synth, which I already have loaded as well. But let's first start with a simple piano something. Now, I was already toying with that idea that I opened with. So why don't we go ahead and record that? I think that's a pretty decent idea. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. One more time around. Trying to play with a bit of expression in the velocity there. So it's not all completely even, obviously, but I do want it to sound kind of natural because this is such a inherently natural sounding plugin. If I do it mechanically and I make all the velocities the same, it won't result in such a natural result. That being said, we have to be careful with quantization as well. So let's go ahead and quantize, but not fully. We will also want to get rid of those notes and make sure that this starts on 1, because I didn't record this as like this was actually the second time through. Fold is what we want to do. There we go. Just link that up. Erod says, I love how you can just settle with a melody and not fight with it in your own head too much. Yeah, it's kind of like if you play something and you feel even remotely good about it, you should just stick with it and roll with it. Because now I have this musical idea. I'm not married to this musical idea. I could change it later. And I will also add more musical ideas in the future as well. Why is the groove pull open? But I think this is a really decent way to start. What I want to experiment with is, what does this sound like an octave up? It sounds okay. You can hear some of that character coming through. Lower? That's the original octave. Down one more. I imagine we might use a more subdued version in this lower octave, because that doesn't sound too bad at all. But I do want to go in and make some of those adjustments, especially in some of the higher velocity notes, so it doesn't sound as harsh. Watching from the hospital, I hope you are okay walking to the sky. I'm not sure what you're in the hospital for, but I hope you make a quick recovery. We're sending you positivity at the least. It's the least we can do. Awesome. Why don't we build some drums around that? And you know what's awesome is I already have my sample pack. Obviously, because I made it. So I'm gonna pull some drums from it. Which kick do I want? I also have my bass guitar over here as well, so I might add some. That's not what I want. I might add some straight up bass. Yeah, let's just get these drums in here. Lots of very good perks in this new pack. that will be out next week. So stay tuned. I don't want that. Just to give you guys a Joseph update, he has started classes. He has started classes in Korea, and he's starting at level 4 of 6, very high level. I like that one a lot. Yes, so you can spam the Joe emote. Good, and I'm gonna try to get a bit of a higher velocity here. We want to kind of shave off some of these highs because the piano is so distant and far. We don't want it to, if the percussion sounds super close, that's not going to make a lot of sense, right? I can boost that low a little bit. I can probably give myself a little more in my ears. Here we go. I'm going to keep it simple for now. I might put the perks on a whole nother track. So let's just record strictly that drum and snare for the moment. That's fine. I did play the wrong snare at first, but maybe now I'll try to add. I'm working in drum rack. You all know I hate working in drum rack, but just for the simple ability to be able to finger drum right now, because that's what I'm feeling, that's what I'm doing. So I added this on another track because it's going to solve that problem of why I don't like drum rack, because now I can take some lows out of that. I can add some reverb strictly to these perks. I can make them wide. I can bring them down in the mix them individually. And then I can even send them to a little delay, which is going to give us a slight sense of groove and movement, of course. I notice you have clips feature enabled now. I don't know what that means. What feature do I have enabled? Oh, I have clips now? Really, Bishop? That's amazing. Can anybody else confirm that? Is it just because you're a mod? That's great. Thank you for letting me know that. I don't know how that all works, but it's cool. So that'll be really helpful when I pop off on a rant or something and you all want to clip the rants. That's crazy though. That's great. I don't know, like, when you clip it, where does the clip go? Does it go on your channel? Does it go on my channel? So now we have this slight little perk here. Let's find out. I don't think that I've done anything worth clipping yet. Maybe a good clip would be like the just kind of the terrible explanation of the piano plugin. when I was like, what does it mean when you touch radiation? All right, we're gonna sidechain this right off the bat. We're gonna do the same for the piano as well. That's not how we do it. This is how we do it. Just grabbing that kick signal. Putting it there and putting it here. I feel like we need like one more kind of rhythmic feature, and then we'll start to add some synth on top. What's up, sounding good? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. One more perk sample. Let's see if I can make that work. I might pitch shift it. Ooh, where are we going? All right, there. There we go, like a little clave. Yeah, let's throw that in there. 2, 3, 4. What's up, Fireball? Good, and those we can quantize right away. And to keep our ears fresh, as we're building this pattern, I'm just going to swap this for the lower octave one. This will be slightly easier to listen to on a loop. I quantized it a little. Did you hear that? Right here. Goes into your own personal channel under clip section that we can share the link for from there at least. Interesting. Cool. Well, use it as you will. Use it wisely. Fireball says, no work today on a good day. You are streaming. Amazing. What's up, Common Beats? My headphones are backwards. Anyway. I'm going to kill the reverb on this. Push the gain on this a little bit. All right, should we add a little bit of synth? Now, this is interesting because this synth is very cool. I'm not sure if it's going to fit the genre, but we'll see what we can work with. Also, if you go to Strix, the Strix website, they have some very, very good testimonials. I saw they have like dude who worked on Stranger Things music. One game that I can't remember, but very, very cool composers and musicians. So here we are with ME synth. There's these little retro kind of old Soviet synths. Are we armed? Yes. Let's just sound demo this for a second. You can hear in these the occasional like glitch or like dustiness, which again is I think some of the beauty of these couple sounds we're looking at today. It's the character. You want a nice clean emulation of a Juno synth or something, whatever, we know where to find that. But if you want this really interesting antique synth sound, we have something cool here. So there's a bunch of different instruments. Let's see how many are there. We start with number 1, this one. We're gonna go through some presets as well. I believe some of this is sampled from the speaker as well. I don't know if I'm wrong about that. All these little dirty, interesting little synths, right? So there's 10 of the, how many? 11. So we're going to go through them. I do have some presets here. And we're going to just try to shape some of these sounds. To see if we can get them to fit. Make them a little less harsh and maybe a little more graceful. Which we will be able to do because there's, like, that's a good starting place. Hello, Billboard Shy. Hello, Red Hair Julian. Thanks to everybody for just tuning in. What's up, Michael? Thank you all. Skate Alex 2. Gonna buy this synth. Thanks for showcasing them. Amazing. I hope some people can use the link that is pinned to the top of the chat or in the description to pick up one of these synths or one of these sounds today, either the piano plugin or this synth. They have a couple other plugins as well, and I saw that they're working on a very cool Tibetan flute plugin that I think I'll want to pick up once it's out, once it's finished. But 100% of the income from these plugins goes to support the Ukrainian Army. So if you can support today, you'll be getting yourself a cool plugin, but you'll also be supporting a good cause. So obviously we have control over our envelope. I mean, and this is already kind of lo-fi, obviously, but we can add some unison voices, which is cool. There's also a chorus as well. Turn one unison voice on. Turn it up. We can see we got a lot of thickness there on unison. Like I said, there's also a chorus. It's kind of like adding unisons, but with movement. Hello, Sarah. Rabowski, what's good, what's good, what's good? Phase, speed, all that. All right, I don't have to spend too much time there. There's a delay. Listen to that. Do it drift away in stereo. I like it being on 8. Glide. If you do pick up the synth, just know it's a sampled instrument. So if you notice on my keyboard, if I play down here, no notes, right? But if I start playing from here on C, this C, and up, we're limited in range. We're limited into the range of the actual instrument because it's a sample instrument. All right, so that's glide. I'm probably going to turn that off, but we also have filter, which we can just use this natural filter to cut off some of those highs, make it blend a bit better in our lo-fi track. We add some more delays there. This is main volume, I think. I didn't even mess with this. Velocity. Like we're basically setting zero off is like full. 100 is soft as it goes. And then trim where the start offset of the sample is. There is a reverb in here. Is this what that is? I think it's like some type of effects. Yeah, it's convolution. So like it's like either reverbs or textures or something. Oh, Lenin Square? Why not? Rotator. We hear that. I'm just demoing this all for you so you can see what's happening. Lo-fi, which is like a bit crusher, which seems to be on top of the filter. I say that because we're hearing some of those higher frequencies through the filter. What did I just do? This is Screamer. Turn that filter back up. Screamer is adding some distortion to it. Is it like a pedal? Is that like named after a pedal, I wonder? Obviously, we can pull back on drive. We can pull back on bass since this is mostly a lead instrument. And we pull back on brightness. There's also vibrato and phaser. I feel like it's kind of boring for me to go through each of the individual aspects, but you kind of get it. That's a rundown of the plugin so far. Just read the description of Dark Piano. Wow, crazy how it was recorded. Also so painful to see and hear the news in Ukraine. We pray for peace and say no to war. Thank you, Common Beats. Exactly. Peace out, Mikey. Have fun at work. Nice idea. Well, it's not my idea. It's the idea of Strix Instruments for putting out these cool plugins and supporting the Ukrainian Army. I'm just trying to be a messenger and utilize my small platform as best I can. So yeah, I think this sound will work. Why don't we paste in that sidechain compression? So everything is chaining to the kick. Just float some synth on top. Why don't we do some little downward runs like that? Should we do that? I think I feel good about that. Let's repeat this for 8 bars though, so we can maybe get a little more variation. Oh, I'm clicking everywhere. Move that over. And then just duplicate all of this, and we'll add this synth on top. Ready? Ready? 1, nope, 1, 2, ready, go, boom. Kind of riffing and seeing what works. And I might even play with the delay because I want this to be a little more sparse and maybe leave room for one more. All right, that's fine. Might be a little too dense, but I like all those ideas. Just don't know if I'll keep all of them. Drop beats, not bombs. Thank you, Ad, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Andre Von Zark. Andre Von Zark, I was thinking about you with this piano plugin, and you can watch from the beginning because we already laid some stuff down with it because I know you like to make kind of, we were talking about this on Twitter, like horror, like in the direction of horror, the type of music you make, like 8-bit kind of lo-fi stuff. But this piano, if we're talking about horror, with some of the stuff you can do with this piano, it's for you. I think you will like it. Go back to 92. All right, so now the piano is heavy and mean. Well, you spend 25 years in an irradiated wasteland, and you see what happens. What happened? I deleted like some MIDI notes or something? Who knows what I'm doing anymore? Oh, I know what I did. Nothing to redo. Undo? Undo? No. So like I said, I want to go ahead and space these out a little more probably. So that run comes in on beat 4. Same here. Good. Now we have slightly more spaced out runs, but since we have a little more of that space, why don't we go in here and not add emojis, but let's add more delay perhaps. Turn that feedback and level up. I love the sound of that delay, to be honest. I even wonder, let me try something. Let's get a little creative here. I did want to also try to make an ambient pad out of that piano. But we'll do that in a second, because so now I'm thinking of that because I want to resample this and see if I can get just that delay melody. I can do this by cranking that feedback, which will give me as much as I can. We can turn the level up as well. Now the goal here is just, like I said, just to get some of these delayed melodies. Now I'm going to take out these. I saw someone say Contact has free download. Is that true? Can you get Contact for free and then add instruments to it? Because that would be awesome. One thing that I found, and this hasn't happened yet, is sometimes third-party Contact libraries cause an excruciating, ear-shattering noise. And I don't know why that happens. It hasn't happened yet with this plugin, but I very much hope and pray that doesn't happen on stream. It hasn't happened to me once while using this plugin. Okay, we're recording this, but I'm going to show you why. Because we want to get the delay sound. One change I'm going to make, you see how that's recording in really low level? I'm going to boost that a little bit. Guess what? There's a visitor in the studio, so let's record this. And then I'll let the visitor. No, that's obviously really loud in the mix at the moment, but give me a little time. This sound right here, that's what I want. I'm just going to let that float out for a bit. The delay is lush. And look who has woken up. Came to visit. Say hello. Say hello. All right, if I don't close the door, he will start messing with wires and the whole stream will go down. I saw an important chat from my Russian viewer, but we did say this at the beginning, my friend from Russia. Definitely acknowledging that the people of a country are not its government. So if you are a Russian member of this community, you are still welcome here. We feel for you in the same way that my country invades other countries and commits atrocities on a near daily basis. As an American, I hope that if you are somehow connected to those atrocities, you do not hold it against individual Americans, but the government in general. So it is a sad situation. Just know that if you are just a regular, ordinary Russian citizen, you are, of course, welcome to be here. And we do understand that distinction. And hopefully all of the community understands that distinction. Okay, let's go ahead and... The reason I did that was to capture this delay sound. I almost want to just turn this into its own loop. because that's almost stronger than the actual synth playing, in my opinion. What's up, Sean? One Love says, most nobody said nothing about Palestine, Iraq, or Afghanistan. Yeah, right, One Love. It's not like people have been shouting from the rooftops for years and decades about Palestine, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Don't come into chat saying people aren't saying anything about that, trying to center the conversation on something that maybe you don't even care that much about Palestine, Iraq, or Afghanistan. You just wanted to center the conversation on putting other people down because they're supporting one cause and not another. You can hold two conflicting ideas in your mind at the same time, and people can support one thing at a time if they want. So if you want progress in the world and you want peace and positivity, let's support some global movements and acknowledge that there has been support for those movements. And we'll do whatever we can with our communities at the moment. But you're actually more than welcome to go ahead and start your own YouTube channel and build your own platform so that you can platform the topics that are important to you and use your time and energy and funds towards promoting causes that you care about. But you can't come into chat and say, oh, people said nothing about Iraq or Palestine or Afghanistan or Yemen. People are saying things about that every single day. So don't center the conversation, that is a very positive conversation, about support for the Ukraine around why don't we support all these other things? Because if you do that, we're never going to solve any problems in the world. If we just want to put down people for supporting one thing, implying that it means they don't support another thing or that their support for another thing was inferior. It's not what it's about. Right now, we're in support of the Ukraine for this stream. Not only that, this is a music channel. So I'm down to support causes as I can to the best of my ability, but I also acknowledge that this is not always a space. Like if I wanted to dedicate this space to activism and causes, I would. But I feel like I contribute to society in other ways. We all contribute to society in other ways other than just like active, straight up activism, you know, and charity. If you do anything positive, like we're all musicians here, right? Like if you go and help somebody else learn how to play music, or if you go, it could be like straight up volunteerism. If you do anything that's positive for your community, you're helping contribute to a better society. It's not all about talk about this one thing at this one time. Some people don't do anything, but like there's no need to focus on that. There's a lot of people that do a lot of very positive things for their communities, big or small, it doesn't matter. I realized I left the sidechain on, but during that little rant, you see what I was doing? I was constructing this other sound based on that synth with that delay, because I think it sounds a lot more subtle and atmospheric and fits the track a lot better than just using this straight up synth sound. And I don't even think that chatter necessarily meant anything by what they were saying. I just want to redirect the conversation, because you see a lot of stuff on social media during times like this where it's like, you didn't post about Ukraine, or you're a brand and you just post about Ukraine because it's relevant and because you think it's good marketing. It's like, everybody just shut the hell up and support. And don't care about how other people choose to support. They can choose to support however they want. It's the same thing with the music conversation. Like, if you care about how other people are making music, you're already losing. You should be focusing on how you are creating music. Same thing with big causes, with anything in the world. Focus on how you do it, how you're supporting, etc. I love this sound a lot. How do y'all feel about that? Thank you, Santi. Recently, my hands are dry and nothing flows anymore. What would you do? You just got to keep it simple. You got to find something you're excited about, you know? Try a different process. If things are not inspiring for you, you got to just try a new process. Go out with a field recorder, record some nature sounds. Try a resampling method like we just did here. Because obviously we just started with this synth sound. Wait, let me kill that. Turn this on. We just started with this. This was the musical idea initially. Then we kind of turned it into this by resampling. This is a different, we're sculpting really. We're not just like playing. Oh, Strix instruments in the chat. Can we get some hearts? Some TAETRO heart emojis in the chat for Strix? All right, Miguel, I don't know what your chats are, but you're about to get blocked. Let's go ahead and duplicate this contact instrument so we can add another synth in here. Let's try a new preset. And then I'll just play some bass on the bottom. How's the watercolor going? What do you like about it? I love watercolor. Is my notebook in here? I'll grab the sketchbook really quick. Vibe to this for a moment. I haven't been watercoloring as often as I would like to, but I have been staying semi-consistent with it and trying to get better. For those of you who don't know, I'm endeavoring into watercolor. Let me just kill a little bit of this track. So I'll just show it to you real quick and then we'll get back into the music making. There's some like just straight up trash in here, but I did this one the other day. This one was like off the top. Hope you can see that well enough. This is the like usually I paint off of a picture of a painting that I've already seen so I can like study and learn how to do it. But this one was just like combining some skills that I already knew. Like I already know how to do mountains and like fogginess in mountains. So I want to try that. I'm trying to get better at people. So I wanted to do a figure in the foreground on like a hill. I'm also playing Elden Ring. So it's like very kind of pastoral, kind of like that. And then this one is fun. This is a fun page. This is actually from the waiting screen in Elden Ring. This is from Boba Fett. And then just a couple little landscapes there. So I have a lot of fun with it. Hey Seymour, literally nobody's talking about politics, so keep that shit out of my chat. Why bring politics into this? If you talk about anything in the world, it's about politics. Stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Is it Cad Bane? Yes. I did that. Yes, you guys could tell what it was. Okay, that's good. But yeah, I love painting. Painting is a very fun hobby. If you all have a chance to do some creative hobby, like if your main creative output is music and you have a chance to just try another creative hobby like painting, I could highly recommend it because it's very peaceful. It's a very fun part of the creative process. All right, let's add a new synth. So these snapshots, aka like presets, are all here. I just realized these are all under categories, which is fun. You use watercolor pencils or standard watercolors? I use normal watercolors, like paints on a palette. I got a really cool new easel. I love painting like a lot. All right, I can't click on that because it's not a touch screen. Oh, and I don't know what it was. All right, how do we all like that sound? That's very fun. I just want to do a kind of a droney thing with this, I think. And maybe we even send it to a bit more reverb. I liked how it sounded. I think my question was, did it maintain all these settings from the previous preset? No, because some of these things are turned on that were not turned on previously. All right, let's get this volume back up. I'm gonna send it to some reverb outside of the plugin. Just to distance it even more. And we can probably bring this down. Let's bring it down even further in the mix and cut more of those lows out. Wow, I like that a lot. It adds like a spaciness to it. I just got a new tape recorder. I know I mentioned that at the top. But I want to record more things to tape. What's up, stud? Wymock stud. I'm gonna get rid of that top note. That got too bright. Oh, did I just record audio for no reason? Yes. Good. Let me just EQ this a bit more. It's coming together really well. Yeah, it's a nice little idea. I am limiting myself because I strictly want to, not strictly, but I want to show off these plugins specifically. But like I said, why don't we play some bass? And to do that, I'm going to go ahead and load up some audio effects. I saw a question that was actually kind of interesting. Do you consider yourself a generalist or a specialist? I love having dozens of hobbies. I don't really like, I don't love labels like that because I think ultimately I just like to consider myself an artist. Now, I'm not going to go around saying that I'm a painter because I just am learning to paint. And that to me is not super respectful to people who have dedicated lots of time to painting, right? So the same way that like I've been making music for a long time, if you just started making music today and you just go around telling people, oh, I'm a music producer, it's like, well, I support you in your journey, but you don't got to go around saying, I'm a music producer, if you just started today. It has more to do with the act of saying it than the title, you know? That's why I like to say, I'm just an artist. I like being creative and I do creative things. Most of my focus is in music, but I also like work as an art director and creative director on other projects where I'm making decisions that have nothing to do with music. I'm making decisions about like video. I'm making decisions about like content that's being made, photos, all that stuff. So that's what I like to do. I like just being overall creative. That being said, there are some people who are just straight up experts, specialists, like you're a mixing engineer, whatever. But that's never really been my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal has been to be like, just, I want to do the whole project. If I can like do the art, like my album art for the track that drops tomorrow, I took the photo, I edited the photo, I made the track. You know, it's all of that stuff. Just an artist. White Whisker says, I usually just say I dabble or something like that. Yeah. I mean, if you're just like actively kind of a casual artist, like that's fine. But also don't feel like you have to, because you do a lot of things, that you have to somehow make your efforts smaller. You know what I mean? Now, because I don't really trust my ears in this moment, I'm going to throw a quick tuner on here and just tune this up a little bit. Not that far off. I could use a pick. And it might take me a minute to work out what the bass line is. And it's also enough to just say, I just love music, or I just love painting, without saying, I am this, I am that. So now we have the opportunity to actually change the chord progression, I think. So let's give this a shot. 3, 4. Try this a little bit again, just play cleaner, but I think that's the general progression I want to go for. Very close. One more time around and I think we'll have it. Not exactly what I wanted to play, but I'm gonna go one more time. You all want me to slap the bass all the time? It makes no sense. That's what I want to do. All right, that's fine. Sorry, guys. That took me too many tries. Don't forget to slap the like button. Yes, that's important. All right, let's get rid of this for a moment. What's your life philosophy? Deep question. Very deep question. I think it most closely is resembling that idea of ikigai, which is like Japanese philosophy, which is the version I know is probably like a super reductive version, but it's constantly thinking about like four things, and let me see if I can remember all 4. What the world wants, what the world needs. This is starting to sound like a song. What you're good at, and then what pays you, what people pay you for. So I think those 4 things kind of guide a lot of myself. Sometimes they're weighted differently. Like paying matters so that I can be a financially independent participant in a capitalist organization of the economy, and I can spread good messages and have a bigger impact and survive. But then things that the world needs are very important. I think there are some people that don't necessarily care about the needs of the world. And to each their own. Who am I to say how other people should live? But I think it's important to think about your impact on the world and having a net positive impact. Food, love, sleep, and beer. That's a good life philosophy. Let me just double check this. Yeah, that's incorrectly quantized, I believe. Dum dum. This is actually supposed to be lining up a little bit with the drums. I'm just going to put this here so we can see that kick pattern. Because the thing I'm trying to fix is meant to align with the kick. Is this it? Nope. Control Z that. All right, what are we trying to fix? Piano is so nice. I know it is a really nice piano. All right, so that's what we're trying to fix. This is going to come in on the downbeat, and this is going to come in aligned with, and I'm looking at this in the arrangement view. This is supposed to align with that. We can do that in quantization. It's not going to align perfectly. Well, we can make it align perfectly actually, because the drums are largely unquantized. You sold me on the piano. I just bought it. I knew you would, Andre Von Zark. I knew you would like it. The world needs peace and love. True, true, true. But how do we achieve peace and love? How do we contribute? We can only contribute in so many ways. All right, now this bass is probably like ultra loud, right? All right, that's fine. It's just a little bit of bass, right? Just a little bit of bass. Shout out. Yeah, shout out to everybody who's picking up one of these plugins to support Ukraine today. I really, really, really appreciate it. If you want to pick up one of these plugins, awesome. And there's also another donation link if you want to support families. Plugin donations, the plugin income goes directly to the Ukrainian Army. If you want to support families, I think it's prioritizing women and children. There is another link in the description as well for care.org. All right, these perks are loud. I think we're coming up on the end for now. This has been a fun little stream. Maybe we can add one more little synth layer. Oh, I never made like an ambient. Like if I take this piano, I don't need to necessarily duplicate it, but let's just go over here. Actually, I will. Go be with family, come and beats, enjoy the rest of your day. We should have sympathy for the Russian people too. They're already suffering shortages. It's mostly Putin's war. I agree. Yes. We're not saying we are absolutely not saying the Russian people are bad. A lot of the Russian people do not have a say in their government. Even more so than Americans don't have say in their American government. All right, so I play that note, right? And now we do not what I was about to do. We do this. We record from track 20. And we're going to grab this note as audio. I'm going to push the volume a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit louder than before. Just record right here. 2. Ready? Go. And we want to basically just grab that residence. Time to stop thinking that there are good guys and bad guys in a war. Well, there are bad guys for sure. Like Putin is a bad guy. But it's more about, I would say, not generalizing. Not saying all Americans are bad, all Russians are bad. And not saying all Ukrainians are innocent either, you know? Ukrainians are, of course, the victim in this current conflict, but it's a generalization in both directions that ultimately is the killer in these situations. We saw it happen in America. We've seen it happen in America multiple times. World War II. Obviously, we're at war with the Axis powers. America gets attacked by Japan. Then America makes internment camps to put all Japanese people in. Like, that's absolutely horrible. Terrible. Obviously, it's terrible. And then you might say, well, that was a long time ago. We don't really do things like that anymore. However, I think most of us in this chat, we don't have too many super young people here. We're alive for 9/11. And suddenly, many, many Americans vilified all Muslims. So let's not necessarily think that we're better than that nowadays, just because it's more modern. Now that we've grabbed this piano sound, check this out. We got this cool pad. Fako, F politics, my friend? No, you're wrong. Like, what are you even saying? The way you treat another human being because of where they're from, what religion they practice, etc., has nothing to do with politics. Just getting a little tighter on this so that it's less of that volume change. Doesn't that sound beautiful? Now we can raise the sustain on this. Of course, I changed the filter, not the amp. There we go. All right, this is beautiful. I don't want to dwell too much on it, but obviously you can do a lot just by taking one piano note and doing something with it. Let's see what we can add to this track with that, actually. I want to talk about Elden Ring. We're going to finish this track, and then we're just going to chat at the end. If anybody's playing in Elden Ring, stick around. We'd love to talk about it. No spoilers. I'm also seeing The Batman tomorrow. So no spoilers on that either. But are people hyped for that movie? I would love to know. Hannah, thank you so much for becoming a member. Something I like to do is if you have like one main element in your beat, like this piano is obviously taking center stage. What happens if we drop it out? How does it affect your mix? How does it affect everything? All the way from Lithuania. Thanks for becoming a part of the community, Hannah. And honestly, I just want to solo this pad. There's some other little resonance in there that kind of break it, but otherwise it's not too bad. Oh, Miss Nadia already saw the Batman. We love that. I'm just gonna record this as like a pad sound. Didn't mean to let go of that E so soon. All right, whatever. That's a little pad sound. I think we're just messing around with some ideas today. Obviously, there are lots of possibilities here if you want to pick up a really awesome piano plugin contact library. Check out Pripyat Piano by Strix Instruments. Link is at the top of the chat. It's also in the description. Very spooky piano sampled from spaces and pianos from the Chernobyl exclusion zone, as well as these other synths here from Strix Instruments. These synths and these sounds are created 100% in the Ukraine, and income will directly support the Ukrainian Army. There's also one more donor link in the description as well if you want to support Ukrainian families, etc. But now let's just hang back and chat for a bit. We made a little fun beat today. That was fun. There will be a new track out tomorrow. Should we let this play? I really didn't like that beat that I played. It kind of broke everything. Because the other thing we can do now... Did you guys see the new Arturia plugin that dropped as well? I should have used that today. I forgot. Fragments by Arturia. Just run this pad sound through this. Watch, it's going to be instant magic. This is just the first preset. Why would I even change it? Look at this. We're traveling through space now. There should be one called reverse something. When there's reverses in this, I think that's magic. Responsive reverses. Listen to that. How many gig you running? I think 16. Oh, you heard those bass frequencies though? Wow. I love everything about this sound. Grab a delay here really quick. How can we widen this? Turn off sync. Suddenly we have a very, very wide sound. That was just a little bonus treat there for you. At the end here. Add the beat back in. Let's turn everything off. And then just turn the kick and snare back on. As well as the drone. And then if we want to sync this up even more, we can grab our... it said I was just going to chat, but then I started making more music. I apologize. We're going to throw this sidechain on it. What if this goes on the drums? Now I think think the thing to do here would be to make a duplicate and then have one dry version and then one version that is like just strictly kind of high-end granular instrument situation. How about that? Now we don't even have compressor on that bass, I realize. We could compress it a bit. Now we got a little something. Ikigai Santi. All right, let's let that play and let this jam for a little bit. Of course, listen to that go. It's just like almost basically generative because it's doing something different each time. Let's throw the master chain on here real quick. I haven't saved, so this could potentially just crash. Which adds a little life and a little bit of breath. It would be cool to set that EFX plugin, the fragments plugin up as a send for the drums, right? Okay, but I set this up because I've got this cool J37 like stereo plugin. Which is very cool, tape emulator, but I've been thinking more about that idea of tape, and I want to show you guys the couple things that I bought. First of all, a little tape recorder here. It's got a little built-in mic. This is fun. It's also got this like pause button, which causes a very cool tape stop effect. So that's one. I don't know what happened. I just got like interested one night. And then if I walk this way, that's such a stupid camera angle. I bought this dumb thing just because it looks dumb and cool. This is also a tape deck. Oh, it's playing. Stop. It's got a little tiger face on it. It's literally just like a recorder. Not a recorder at all. It's just like to listen to tapes. And then, finally, the big daddy. I bought this, which is a 4-track tape recorder. I actually owned this before. I owned this a long time ago, probably in like high school or college or something. I must have sold it. So I bought a new one on eBay. Tascam MFP01 Porta Studio, which is a 4-track tape recorder. So just like we record 4 tracks in a DAW, we can record 4 tracks here. Bought some nice tapes for it. And the track that came out that's coming out tomorrow on Bandcamp will have a bonus track attached to it, which is essentially the same song but processed on and recorded through this tape player. So it sounds very cool, very warm, and all that. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna make more content around like tape sampling and stuff because I really, really, really love the sound of cassette tape. I hope you all enjoyed today's stream. Don't forget that those plugin links are at the top and in the description if you want to check out a new plugin. Wait, let's throw in that little delay sample that we got. I don't know where it is. It's gone. It's gone. Chat, what happened to it? Who can help me? Love the belt clip tiger one. Yes. And in the packaging, it came in the original packaging. It was $10 on Etsy. Original packaging came with headphones, but the headphones, like the foam on the headphones, is so old that it had disintegrated. So there's that. And then it came with like a brochure of all the other recorders that the manufacturer makes, and there's a panda version, a lion version, a couple dinosaur versions too. So I'd really love to collect those. I think that's cool. Chat, What happened? I like recorded over a sample or something? I lost my little delay sample. But you know how we could easily find it, I bet? If I do this, and I click show and finder. Now this should be, all right, live is like my full screen. That's why this is not working. This should have all of the little samples that were recorded in this project. Yep, that's the piano sample. What that is, that's ASD. Maybe not, maybe I lied. It's gone forever. What's this? Yeah, that's the piano sample. All right, I don't know where it is. I was gonna add the little delay in there, but it's gone. So peace and love, peace and love. Oh, that was really good. All right, I could obsess over this sound all day, but that's gonna be it for now. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate everybody who was able to pick up one of the plugins today or support Ukraine. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. Coming to an end. If you're just tuning in now, go back and watch from the very beginning, or if you tuned in late, go ahead and watch the VOD as it gets posted. That'll be it. Big video release tomorrow, video and track release. So make sure you have notifications turned on and all that, so you can listen to tomorrow's track, watch tomorrow's video. The new track is dropping on Bandcamp tomorrow, so please go follow me on Bandcamp. I know I've never even asked you all to do that before. I've never officially released my music on Bandcamp, or not in a long time. So please follow the link that I'm spamming in chat right now and just click the follow button. It's totally free. Tomorrow's Bandcamp Friday, so supporting artists on Bandcamp tomorrow is the way to go. Again, this track is coming out exclusively on Bandcamp for a week, along with a bonus track, the tape version, so you're going to want to get in on that. And then next week, it'll be out on Spotify and all the regular streaming platforms. It's actually the track that we worked on a few streams ago. So I'll see y'all later. I don't know that we probably won't do a bonus stream tonight. I'll see when the next bonus stream can happen, but that'll be it. What's up, Trimmy Nice to see you. I saw Bandcamp just got bought by Epic Games. Yes, I saw that as well, and I don't even understand what that means. But thank you all. Hi, I'm White. I know some people are joining late, but I'm about to sign off anyway. We're going long. Thank you all so much for watching. That's going to be it. Support Ukraine. Check out the plugin links in the description at the top of the chat. Tomorrow video, tomorrow music, Sunday video. That's it. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been TAETRO. Have a good one. Peace and love.